crafty, but is it really? Yeah, her name is Crafty. Yeah, girl, let's see here. CraftyRia, yeah, CraftyRia. I said Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. I said, well, CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. CraftyRia, yeah, CraftyRia. I said Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. I said, well, CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. Yeah. Ever since she was a little girl, she said, I like to make things with my hands. I like to make some art that I can put up on a wall, or maybe put it in the mail, and maybe someday someone will get it, you know. Yeah, you know I like to make myself some Christmas cards. Yeah, I like to make all types of stuff. I like to take little scraps of paper, I like to put them all together real cool. Yeah, don't you know that it's fun? I like to do it, yeah. Yeah, say CraftyRia, that's the name, yeah. CraftyRia, say it now, Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. She does now. CraftyRia, she's tough and cool, yeah. You know, she streams on YouTube, it's true. You just gotta put a name right in there, hit subscribe. You should, yeah. And all you ever see are both her hands, you know. Makes me kind of suspicious, you know. That's all I'm saying. You know, maybe she's not a human being. I mean, it's possible. We got all types of things in the chat. You know, we got cows, we got chickens, we got people who supposedly have faces. We got all types of people here too, yeah. You know, maybe she's, you know, maybe she's some kind of creature. Maybe she's got tentacles. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's got tentacles and she's got hands, animatronic human hands on the ends of two sticks, and she just puts those in front of the camera and does all the crafts, which would make it even more impressive than it already is. You know, just the dexterity involved in such a thing. You know, it would be ridiculous, you know. Yeah. Don't you know her name is CraftyRia? I figured out a secret. She's an octopus. I said she's an octopus, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is. Stuff I said. Yes, CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. You know, I figured out a secret. I always wondered how she could make all her crafts so fast. Turns out she's got 8 tentacles. She can make 3, 4 different crafts at one time. She could be making a Christmas card over here. She could be unboxing like VB crafts and flamingo diamond paintings and sealing wax embellishments with the others. You know, she could do all types of stuff, man. You know, all at once. You know, she could split her octopus brain into all types of different, you know, things. Yeah. She's tough, yeah. Let's talk about it. CraftyRia. She streams on YouTube, yeah. CraftyRia. With her human hand extensions. Makes all sorts of stuff. I said diamond painting. Diamond painting. I said diamond painting. Just one pro use. You're sick in the head. I'll tell you what, that boy ain't right. He just say he ain't right, man. Let me tell you, you know, jeez, dude. CraftyRia, she's tough. Yeah. CraftyRia, yeah. CraftyRia. Yeah, maybe she has an OnlyFans. stuff I sell. Yeah. CraftyRia, she's dope. Well, the name is Crafty, but is it really? Yeah, her name is Crafty, yeah.
Hello everybody, welcome into Monday Night Live. Stream Elements is being bad today and not doing my commands. All right, I hope everyone's having a great day. Welcome in. It is Monday something or other, June 16th, and it's hot. It's 1,000,000 degrees out there. Yeah, Stream Elements must be napping. Poke it. And poke Stream Elements and say, wake up, you have a job. You have one job to do. Stream Elements, why aren't you doing it? It always does this. Takes a while to wake itself up. Anyway, thank you. Welcome in Susan and Angela and Destalou and Carol. Welcome, welcome. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. Thank you for trying to get it to work, Ange, and for poking it. I know a secret about Ange, and I ain't going to tell you. I'm going to let her tell you if she wants to tell you. It's very exciting. At least it would be exciting if it were me. But, all right. Maybe I said too much. She's getting married. No, I'm kidding. She already is married. She's pregnant. No, she's not. It's something else. I'm not giving any hints. You are. I'm not giving any hints. Woof, 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 woof. No hints. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me, Ange. Anyway. All right. Today is Monday. I have the giggles now. Monday, June 16th, and I hope you're all having a fantastic day. She's going to get this little toy. She's going to go into the bubblegum machine, or those, whatever they're called, gotcha machines, and get one of these dogs out of it. That's what it is. Yeah, mid-June. I hope everyone, if you have a father or celebrate Father's Day or have someone in your family that's father or any of those reasons, I hope you had a good Father's Day yesterday here in the U.S. Yesterday was Father's Day. And I had a music stream yesterday. And then after that, we called Todd's dad on the phone. We did some FaceTiming with the family. It was quite nice. And our little niece Emma was there, and she loves Sir Preston. So I went and got Sir Preston, my pet peacock, and I had Sir Preston talk to her. It was very cute. And if you guys want to meet my pet peacock, Sir Preston, I have a goal set up at the top. You can click on that little target, 5 super chats of any amount. Total will let him come out and speak. Otherwise, we will continue on. I have a Mad Lib picked out. Yeah, she does. She loves Sir Preston. I have a couple shorts of Sir Preston, and she watches them. Her favorite is where Sir Preston met Lady Penelope Peacock. I think that's the one that is her favorite. She watches it a lot, which is very cool. So today I'm going to do a Mad Lib. I have this book. I have a Mad Lib picked out. If someone would like to volunteer to pick the words, that would be awesome and wonderful. Just type volunteer in the chat. You know the drill. Everyone gets to participate. The volunteer just picks the final words that go in the story, and they can add their own words. And let's see if this thing is working now. Let's try this. Bob. Yes. Tacos. Mad Lib. It's just slow. So my intro screen, the song was written by Pork Roll Bob. The really cool animation part was done by SuperMegaTacos. And I put them together, and that's what we have. And we're going to do a Mad Lib. So let me see here. I have some cards to recycle today. I've had them for a while. Oh, and by the way, I'm still working on this pack of my little scraps to send to Ange. So now it works. I know, Ange. You go. It's all yours now. The rest of it is yours. My keyboard is so far away. Not so far away. It's about 3 feet away from this part of my desk. So if I type, I have to wheel my chair over that way a little bit. And it's kind of a pain. But that's the way it is. So anyway, here is a bag of scraps, because Ange gets on me about throwing them away. So I'm going to send them to her. She's going to have to craft something with them. And if I have any more today, I will add them in to the bag. All right. Where are my things? Let's move this. So she's going to make something beautiful out of them. You just wait. You wait and see. You're going to be surprised at what she makes out of them. I found this neat card. It's a summertime card, but it's to Grandma Jean, maybe that's Jean, Grandma Jean from Lutra. I don't know. Anyway, I love you. I went trick or treating. It's so cute. It must have been, maybe it was Christmas time. I don't know. This is really cute, but I don't know who this is. Somebody sent me this in the mail. It's not anybody in my family. I just noticed, though, this here said something, and they put stickers all across it. So I'm going to have to do something else to cover that up. But it's really cool because it's got this, oh, look, it's got squibbins. And then it's got this piece here on the back. So I'm wondering if I can use this as the back paper. I'll have to figure something out with that. This is a Mother's Day. No, this must be a birthday card. It says Mom. I could do something with that, maybe. Let's try to do this. This is kind of cool. This is from the two of us. It's really pretty. It's just a card front. Some of these are just card fronts. And then just some of these other cards here. Random stuff. And I have 2 other bags of them. So let's see what I can do with this first. I don't know. Oh, I do have some. Okay. I think we'll wait till we have some more chatters before we decide if we're going to do a Mad Lib or not. We might have to scrap the Mad Lib if there aren't enough chatters. I have some of these stickers, but I don't know if any would go over that. I don't know. No, but I don't know. I don't know what I can do with this, you guys. I'm just going to have to start cutting it apart and see what happens. There's somebody's suitcase on there. All right. Let me see. Let me move this over here. Cut this off here. Just shy of the fold. And then I'm going to cut just on the other side of the fold. What if I... no. All right, let's get... what if I cut this whole top part off? You still would get the idea that it's a starfish. And then you wouldn't have all of this here. It would start with this piece. And it might actually work on an A2 size card. Let me get one and see. Yes, that would work on an A2 size card. That would be even better. Okay, good. Let's do that. We're really chopping this card apart. All right, so I just cut it down to the edge of that neat thing. We don't need that piece. Let's send that to Ange. I'm just going to trim this a little bit there. There's just a little funky piece on there. All right, put that over there. Make an Ange pile. If she went AFK, she's not going to know that was there. And I ain't going to show her. She'll have to figure it out when she gets it in the mail. Okay, and then I could do glitter tape on the top and the bottom. Or maybe on the, yeah, either way, make it look like water. And I don't know if I'm going to use that. Nope. Not talking about you, Ange. I think this would be neat. That's right. That's right, Christy. It's just hearing things. Absolutely. I'm not talking about Ange at all. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. You're going to have to figure it out and make a card out of it yourself. I'm going to do something kind of cool with this. I'm going to take my pencil, fancy dance, a special fancy pencil, and I'm just going to trace this wiggly part there. And then I'm going to cut that wiggly part off here. Just short of the wiggly part. Oh, can't throw that away. Ange could use the wigglies. All right. And this is going to go here. Yes. And it's going to open like that. Welcome in the lady K53. I am cutting apart some old greeting cards. We're making some new cards out of them. We're recycling. And we're going to do a Mad Lib. I'm going to have to take notes and keep track of some words. Let's do it. I need 3 adjectives. So everybody put in some adjectives and I will keep track of them and we'll stick it in the Mad Lib. All right, so I need some. Thank you, Ange. I appreciate you. Where is, oh, here's my tape. I have glitter tape, and I thought it would be fun to use some of the glitter tape. Yeah. We need 3 adjectives. Yes. Well, this was last week's scrap bag, and this is going to Ange. And I'm starting a new one today. So if Ange volunteers, I'll put them all together. Or if someone else wanted to volunteer, it's up to Ange. She said it first, though. Then I would send today's scraps. That's what we're doing. And then whoever gets the scrap bag has to use what I send. I think that has to go in the scrap bag. So I have these pieces here. I'm just going to put this tape on this white cardstock there, just so it has a place to go. So I'm going to make a scrap pile. Let's see, maybe over here. This way I'm not putting it in every 2 seconds. There. All right, so we're going to put this down here. You did, Destaloo. Yep, and sometimes Agnes volunteers when she's here. And sometimes I scrape together things. It's hard for me to do it while I'm streaming, but I've done it. I've done it. I'm going to put this down. You know, I haven't seen Agnes in a while. If anyone hears from her, please let me know how she's doing. All right. I know Ange really wants the scraps. The scrap bag started off, you guys, because you see these little tiny slivers? Ange picked on me because I throw them away. So now I am saving every little tiny thing that I would throw away. Even the little piece of squibbins that I cut off last time. So that's what we're doing. I trim this sort of straight. I'm going to add a little bit of tape just to help hold it down. This is washi tape, and washi tape tends to not be super duper sticky. It's just the nature of how it's made. So, oh, look at this big piece. Man, she's getting a big piece. Look at that. I should put it on the back. There. Okay. Okay, then This is going to go on here. Yes. And then another piece. I think I'll use the same blue across this part here. Fun. Frizzy. You know, that is my hair. For those of you that have curly hair in these humid summer days, I think you understand what I'm going through. It gets frizzy. All right, this here, over here, there we go. So that's some Ange scraps there. Let me push that down, make sure it seals itself really well. And then this will go here. There. That's kind of cute, actually. There. Let's line this up, sort of. Not perfect, but there. I'm going to let that little piece hang over the edge. There, so we have that. Cool. Cool. Now, what else am I going to put on here? I think it needs some sea life. Where did I put my stuff? Here's my stuff. Here's my sea life. I have this little fish. That's cute. I think the colors of that would look good. I have an octopus. Maybe an octopus. Let me see. And we will need more adjectives later, Ange. So if we get extra, I don't know if I like the octopus better or the fish. I don't have a starfish. We used the starfish last week. The fish upper right, like up here. Yeah. If I can. No, I think I'll just put one, maybe. I could do both, probably. Maybe. We'll do two. All right. These are diamond painting things. One of the little drills came out. I see where it belongs. Let me stick it back on there. Put a dot of glue. I don't have my little sticker putter honor thing. Come here. Come here, you. Flip the other way. There we go. And go on just like that. All right. And the glue is white, but it'll dry clear just to make sure it holds on. Okay. There we go. So we have that. That's kind of pretty, actually. It took that unusable card and made it usable. I have two left for another project, or more than another project. Okay, Then we have this piece. I could put a strip of it on the inside over here. Yeah, and that will match up with that piece, so it won't look so lone and by itself. Yeah, I'll do this. I'm gonna cut it like right about there. That has some writing on it, but Ange will like that, I'm sure. There. So I'm going to put this over here on the left. Yeah, very good. And then line this up over here. Get my scissors and cut this top piece off. Okay, so we have this card. There's the inside. It kind of makes that look a little more in place. Let's put this. I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use this as a catch-all for the scraps today. It's easier than opening that other thing. Easier than opening this every time I want to put a scrap in. Okay, there we go. So there, that card's done. Easy peasy, you guys. Easy peasy turtle squeezy. I don't know. Or sea squeezy. Okay. This I thought was cool. Maybe not the just for you, Mom, from both of us, but the cake part of it I thought was pretty. On the back it says, "We both feel it, your warm way of caring that makes the world around you better." But I think we'll just do some cake, because who doesn't love cake? Let me cut off this top and the sides. We are using the traditional book. This book here. All right, so we have these pieces. I may use some of these larger pieces of this border, though. We'll see. I'll leave those there before I put them in the envelope. So we have that. Oh, I could mini slimline this. You're so smart. What is the size of a mini slimline? Let me see if I have an envelope. I have an envelope. I do. So this is an envelope. Hang on. I'll try to get this box out of my envelope drawer without all of the other envelopes around it coming out. These are just the traditional envelopes that you get at, I think this is probably from the Dollar Tree. Regular, it's 6 3/4 by 3 5/8. I think I got this at the Dollar Tree or somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, it is just, you know, envelope that you get at the store, and look at that. It will fit. So that's what we call a mini slimline card. And this is too small. Let me see if I have a piece of cardstock. I have white cardstock. I'll have to cut a piece of cardstock down. Let me see if I have any bigger sheets of cardstock. I don't want to use a whole big 5x7 card case. I have some colorful cardstock here. Let's see if one of these backgrounds would be good. I could probably just use white and mat it on some, it's not quite the right color. I'll use white. And I will mat it on some pretty glitter papers. All right, so we're going to measure this. This mini slimline is going to be, and there's no rule that it has to be this size. It can be whatever size you have to match an envelope that you have. This would be 3 5/8. So I'm going to make a little smaller than 3 1/2 by 6 1/4 probably. Let me get my scoring board. All right, so I'm going to do this at 3 1/2. Let's put that away. Leave that out. Put this away. And since I scored it on this side, I turn the paper over and fold it that way. It gives you a better crease. It lays flat. It's quite nice. And I'm just going to take this and mark it. Just, my paper trimmer doesn't measure that wide, so let's trim this to the fold line. And then trim this to that little line I made. And look at there. There's another little, you can use like these little pieces to make a, Creighton's going crazy. I don't know if you can hear him. You can make a little gift tag or something like that with those. So here's my mini slimline, and it fits inside this envelope. So then we have this. You can't really see. I'll show it to you on that side. That's how much border is around it. So that works out quite well. And then I have this scrap left over of white. I'll put that with my other cardstock. I'm going to trim this just a little bit on each side, just so I have a little more room to play with. There. Okay. So we have this. Now you can also make these open from top to bottom. Gorgeous, frizzy, and itchy. Okay. You can have them open any way you like. It's trendy to do them from top to bottom. However, I'm not so trendy. All right, we have gorgeous, frizzy, itchy. Next thing we need are 3 nouns. Frizzy. And itchy. Okay. Let's see what I have for papers. Pink. Do I have a good pink? Let's look at this. I would like that color pink, but I bet I don't have that. No, I know. I can tell you right now I don't. Nope. Let's look at this. That is a good color, though that's not going to be big enough. Of course I don't have what I want. Oh wait, I might. Was it here? No. Nope. 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 That's not really the right color at all. Let me see. What else do I have? Do I have anything in here that's close? No. No. Wait, what about that color? No, that's kind of close. This is sort of close to that pink. Oh, I think we'll go with that. That's pretty close. That's good. It was buried underneath a couple other colors. Sometimes you just got to get just a small bit of a shade different. So I think I will do this like that. Yeah. Creighton is going crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear him. How big is this? This is 3 1/4. So I'll make it about 3 1/8. He is insane. He's quiet all day. I shouldn't say that. He was noisy earlier. I was singing earlier and he was noisy for that. But I think because he hears me talking, he gets excited. Usually during the day, I'm not talking all that much. Contrary to popular belief, I don't sit here and talk to myself all day. Now I wonder, could I, that's not long enough, but it would be okay to go in this direction. It's the same color as the cake. Yeah, I will put this across the bottom as a little bit of a border. Let's see. if I can carefully cut a straight line and not cut my finger off. Welcome in, Michelle. I'm still saving all these little scraps for Ange, you know. She's the volunteer this week. I hope you're having a good day, Michelle. Yeah, we could put that across the bottom. Yeah, why not? A little extra something, something. We're doing a mini slimline here. Fancy. Whose idea was this? Destalou? I can't remember who said it. Gave me the idea to do a mini slimline because this is what I cut off of the card. There. Then this. Oh, I'll put that on after. Let me put this on next. Okay. Put this up towards the top a little bit. This across the bottom. Yes, they fit into the check envelopes. Absolutely. Do I want to do it this way? I don't think it matters. I got my little box of envelopes out. Envelopes from back in the day where you would just, you use them to send letters or pay bills or whatever. Yep. Oops, look, I have to give this a haircut now. Hold on. I got carried away cutting that. This is Ange's scrap envelope this week so far. Now she's hoping I don't do anything with the scraps and I just put them all in her thing. That, do I have one that's long enough to do a stripe on the inside? Is this piece long enough? Not really, but we'll do it anyway. Why is this not? Why is this being bad? I am enjoying the scrap bag more than I should. Correct. Oh, you guys, hold on. This is all weird. Why is this like this? Hold on. All right. Now it has to go down this end first, right? And then there. Okay, it's flat now. Oh, I could put it like that. That'll work. That looks kind of cool. And it's the perfect size. Yeah, it got stuck on the top there. I'm like, why is this like this? All right, so then we have that little piece there. So it's just a little thing on the inside. And look, look at the back of these. These are cool. I might keep this. I like that color. I'll send this to Ange because she may be able to use the sentiment. We'll share. Really, the joke is to send her little tiny things. Welcome in, Christine. Okay, so then, yeah, this fits in that check envelope, which is awesome, by the way. And I think we could add some bling. Because why not? Oh, I know what I could do. I have this color blue. It might look good. This might be too big. Yeah. This one here would look nice. I'm going to do this. Welcome in, Sunny. I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to put this down here. We're just recycling some cards. I almost said Christmas cards. This isn't a Christmas card. This is a birthday card for Mom, but I cut off the mom part. Maybe I'll put a piece of this across here too. Let's do that. I need 2 more pieces. There. Put that there. I have 2 of these little blue pieces left over. I'm going to put one there and one, come here, over here, there. Put them there. Okay. And let me get, I need a little something, something to go on here. For those of you just joining us, we're doing a Mad Lib, and we need whatever I said we need. Nouns. 3 nouns. Nouns. Just put some nouns, a bunch of them in the chat. Ange will pick them and I'll put them in the story. Okay. All right. It must get exhausting saying hi in every... I know. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, the big bling, this bit bling, I have it in blue and pink. Somebody sent it to me as Happy Mail. I would love it in purple. So I have this bling in different colors. It's kind of not as small as the small, but not as big as the big. But it's the good size here for centers of these flowers. It's multicolor. So all the flowers are going to get different colored pieces. I think I'll just do them on the white flowers. There we go. Yeah, I have it in blue and pink. I love it. Different size pieces. All right, I think I'll just leave that as it. This is a mini slim line card, and it fits in a regular envelope that you could get at the Dollar Tree or the, you know, the store. It's not any special envelopes, just regular old envelopes. All right. Now, Ange, do we have enough nouns? Okay, so we have that card. Card number 2, done. Now, let's pick another card to make. Where are my cards? Oh, here. Let's see. What about this? This one is kind of cool. This is just the front of a card. Someone had sent me in Happy Mail. It says, from the two of us. And I have been singing in my head, just the two of us. Since I saw this now, I can't get it out of my head. Maybe a 5x7, because I want both birds on it, I think. Let me see. What card bases do I have? I have this blue. Do I have any colorful card bases besides the blue? Probably not. And I have white. Where are all of my colorful card bases? I have the green. I have a dark blue. Oh, here they are. I found more. Let's see. Let's see which color will work. I kind of like to save the green for Christmas cards. All right, we have bushy tail, moldy corn cob, and painting. Okay. I have to move everything out of the way to get my Mad Lib book out. Bushy tail. Tail. Okay, the next word we need is a number. 2 numbers. 2 numbers. Moldy corn cob. Moldy corn cob painting. Okay. Got it. All right, this dark blue is not going to work. White, if we can't find another one. Oh, this might work. I don't think I like the light blue. There's this color, this reddish color. It goes good with the flowers. So let's do that. Okay. So I can cut just a little bit off the top and the bottom and then cut it to the inner size. Okay. Sides. Sides. As in more than one side. Let's see. That. Then this. Then this. Then this. And then I'll see how much more I need to trim off. I do need to take more off of, I'll take it off the bottom. Take a sliver off the top. There. Okay, excellent. I have those little slivers and then these pieces. That's a really cool color on the back. I like that green. We'll see what I'm going to do with those later. Will I use them or will they go to Ange? We don't know yet. I'm not going to mat this on glitter paper or anything. It already has, I don't know if you can see, it has a lot of glitter on it. And it's 5x7. And if I add, and this is very thick cardstock. And so is this. It'll just be really heavy to mail if I mat it. So I'm not going to mat it. We're going to go skinny card. Oh, I wonder if I should, well, it's too late now. If I should have put some ribbon or something around it. Maybe squibbins across the bottom. Let me see. Oh, I know what else would be good. Where is it? Where is it? Where is what I'm looking for? That's not it. Here it is. This. This is some, oh yeah. Do I want to do that or up the side? I think up the side. Yes, but I might want to move it over. I'm going to move this over this way a little bit. Oops. There. So I moved it over, well, I made it crooked. Hold on. Let me uncrooked it. Tune in tomorrow when I get this just right. That's better. And then up the side here. Yeah, that goes really good there. Like that. Let me give this a trim. Yeah, these colors are perfect. I agree. This is just a vine thing. I think I got this from Oriental Trading. I may have gotten this, or maybe BB Craft. One of those places are kind of where it's from. And we're going to stick this up the side. Yeah, that'll work nicely. This is fabric tack. I like it for adhering this type of trim. Let's get off the goop, the dried up goop. There we go. I'm going to put just a little bit of a bead of this along this piece. You have to make that sound. There. Okay. It helps. The sound effects do help. And I'm going to put a little bit on some of these leaves. Just a drop on each leaf. And stick this down. Okay. And then lift this up and add some more behind some of the leaves. I didn't put any on yet. I just put just a little drop on each leaf. This glue dries quickly and grabs quickly. It's really cool. It's like hot glue, but it's cold. It's the cold hot glue. There. And that seems to look pretty cool up the side. And just going to get a leaf there. So Ange is my volunteer today, so she is going to get my scraps. And then the challenge will be she will have to make something with those scraps and post it in the Facebook group in the Discord. These were the scraps from last week. And she was my volunteer last week, so I'll put them all together and mail them. Let me see. That's kind of a neat thing for the inside. I don't know. Does a fire count a fire? Oh no, I like these little pieces for the inside. Like, does she, if she starts a fire with them? Yeah, I will put these little pieces on the inside. Oh, a creation, yes. And if anybody else in the future wants to volunteer and you do not want my scraps, you can pick somebody else to get the scraps instead. The reason I started saving the scraps was because Ange picks on me for throwing away the little tiny pieces. So I always have joked that I was going to save them and send them to her. So now we're starting to do this. It is technically a creation. That is true. But if you're just going to start a fire with them, I'll save the postage. I am not really a flower stomper. I walk across flowers gently in the game Animal Crossing. I do not really stomp them. I think I'll put some bling on some of these flowers. I have this in pink too. I have it in blue and pink. I love these blings. I don't know where they're from. If they're from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General, I don't know. They were from the mail. I got them in the mail from some awesome person who sent them to me. These smaller pieces are white, but that's okay. I'll put a white one over here. So I have some flower centers there. I'll put a pink one here. Okay. There. So this is a recycled card. So I just used a 5x7 card base and stuck it on there, added the trim and some flower centers. And it already has a lot of glitter and stuff on it, so it doesn't really need. Oh, the Dollar Tree. Okay, Susan, thank you. They probably don't have them now. And then that little scrap on the inside. I haven't been to the Dollar Tree and I don't know how long. It's been a long time. Since last year. So it's been at least 6 months since I've been to a Dollar Tree. Maybe a year. I don't know. I don't know how long it's been. 100 years. What am I going to do now? What am I going to do? What? Let me see. Last call for numbers 2 numbers in the chat. Some of these are vintage cards. These are card bases, I believe. No, that says you're amazing, but that would work as a card base. Thinking of you. Birthday. That, what is this? Daughter. This is anniversary. Bluebirds. Birthday. Oh, I don't know. Susie Zoo. Let me go back. I missed Susie's Zoo. I like Susie Zoo. That is cool. Oops. This here. This is Susie Zoo. You are very smart. Cheerio. Hope you feel better. And it's a bowl of Cheerios. So this is an unused card. I could probably just add a little something to it. I don't have to take it apart. 48 and 57. 48 and 57. Now we need, let's do an adverb. An adverb is a word that describes an adjective, an adverb, or a verb. Adjective, verb, or another adverb. And it generally ends in ly. So what could I do with this? I could probably add some squibbins, just one adverb, some squibbins across the bottom of the quilt probably. And maybe I'll put a little flower coming off of that vase. That'll be cute. Where are my squibbins? So in case you don't know what squibbins are, these are squibbins. They are, it's a fancy word for squiggly ribbon, which I know it's really called rickrack. But squibbins are a fun way to describe them. Yeah, this color matches the flowers in the quilt. I need my squibbin scissors. I'll put this down across the bottom like that. Use fabric tack again. Oh, I bet I do. I do have tiny googly eyes for the duck. Yes, and a little flower for the flower. That'll be good. Smart. Let's see if I can not get glue all over my table. Rickrack is a boring term, yes. Somebody used the term squibbins on one of my streams as a joke, and the name stuck. So, just getting it done, tribe. Hello, hello, welcome in. His eyes do look like a goofy eyes. You're right. All right. So we have some squibbins across the bottom. Let me see if I have a little tiny flower. Of course, that little scrap's going to go in Ange's envelope, because, you know, that's how we do it around here. Where is my, oh, there it is. Where's my squibbins? And let me see if I have any little flowers. I don't think I have a good color of little flower in here, but let me get pink. And if you are just joining us, we do Mad Libs. So if you would like to add a word in the chat for the Mad Libs, right now we need a an adjective. Okay, so I have these little flowers. Oh, I think that goes good. You know why? Because it's like a cartoony flower. Yes, that'll work. Because I don't think I have anything else that's super small. That's a good size. And I could even put one.
I found this on the web.
No, I don't need you to find something on the web, Siri. My watch started saying, I found this on the web. I'll put this down here. That a second one and that big one up there. Oh, I could put a big one up here. Let's just make them all match. Why not? I have 3. So I could put this big one down here and this little one up there. That'll work. Or maybe not use that second little one anywhere. Or I could do a double layer. That'll do. Or just leave the one. I'll put this other little one back. There we go. That'll work. That will work. Then I'll use fabric tack again on the back of this. These are just foam, like, you know, that fun foam. I thought if I put 2, it would be too lumpy over top of the squibbins. Okay. Now let me get my googly eyes. Where are my googly eyes? Oh, here they are. Let's see if I have tiny, tiny googly eyes. I do. Look at these tiny googly eyes. Hold on. 1. Yep. 2. And these, I do not think these are self-adhesive. I'm trying to see. No, I'll have to glue them on. Stickle hair. All right, I can stickle the hair. We got it. All right. Let's see. Eyes are flying everywhere. Eyes are everywhere. Nope. Nobody has to behave now. Beware of the eyes of June. Yes. The Ides of March have passed. I'm probably going to find googly eyes all over the place. All right. That's an extra one. Eyes everywhere. The eyes have it. Let's put a dot of this here. Wait, if I can get a dot and a dot here. Okay. Put an eye there and an eye here. These are cute. Okay, googly eyes. And get rid of the squibbins. And get some stickles. Let me put my eyes and my flowers back, since they're next to the stickles. And let's see, I have some pretty clear colors. I could do I have a light yellow? No. This one here has a lot of color in it though. This is called Unicorn. And these are the Stickles brand. They're just a glitter glue. And I'm just gonna put it a little, I'm extending them out a little farther than the duck's actual hair. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to put something in the center of this flower. This blue, what is this blue? Turquoise. Just to fill in that hole. And I'll put a dot in this one too. There. Okay, so we have, I don't know if the camera's picking up the hair. It's great. I love it. So we have that. Kind of fun. A little bit of softness down here since it's a quilt fabric, you know, soft. And then the flowers, cartoony looking flowers. And that. And I store my stickles in this. This is a nail polish caddy. I got it from the Dollar Tree. No, I got this one. The ones from the Dollar Tree aren't big enough. I got this on Amazon. It was, I think, about $6 or $7. And then I put packing tape along here to kind of build up the wall. And I folded it back on itself so it's not sticky. And so it holds them all in place. Because I like to keep them stored upside down. And I know you can get special caddies just for stickles, but they're a lot more than $7 to hold that many stickles. All right, last call for adverbs. We need one adverb for the story. So where am I going to put this? Where I won't set something on top of it. Good luck. I know I'll set something on top of it by mistake. I know, craft money. What about this one? This, although this is a I'm not going to cut that apart. That is a vintage card. Let me look at this other thing here. Let's see what else I have. I'm trying to think of what embellishments I have handy that I could use on some of these cards. Some of these are duplicates. Those are Christmas. A lot of these have not been used. More Get Wells. Oh, what am I going to use, you guys? All right, I have another bag, I think. I do. Let's see if anything stands out at me from this other bag. I never plan ahead for the shows. We just kind of wing it as we go. We wing it. All right. Oh, how about these flip-flops? This is summery. Yes, let's do some flip-flops. That is good. Okay, I'm just glancing at these other at these other ones. I don't know what I'm even saying. Oh, there's some good ones in here. Okay, there's some pretty good ones. I'll put this on top. There's another fish in there. I could use one of those other things. But I like the flip-flops. So let's put this over here. And let's put this over here. All right. I'm going to keep those blue pieces. Put these in Angie's thing here. There. She's going to have to make a card out of this stuff. I cannot wait. This is made by Christopher Vine. I think that's Vine. Australia. The back is neat too. The preacher said yesterday his sermon was done on a wing and a prayer. He winged it and the congregation prayed. Okay, painfully. All right, we got it. Painfully. Painfully. Where's the adverb? Painfully. Okay. Now we need, let's do 4 adjectives. He winged it, and it's there. That's it. I do everything on a wing and a prayer. I wing it all the time. If you've been here, you know. There's no rhyme or reason or planning. Look at this little scrap. That's going in there. She's going to be sorry. She said, I wonder if that came out crooked. Yes, it did cut a little crooked. No, it didn't. I'd better be safe. Okay. Let me get a card base, probably white. Probably white. Since there's so much color here. Okay, I could cut top and bottom. cut that off. And cut that off. So do you want, yes, you can post on Facebook if you want, Ange. Or you could post in here if you want to share your news now. It is up to you. Okay, that came out to a good size. And then we still have this back piece, which could be used as background paper for something else. Maybe I'll do some glitter paper behind this. The flip-flops have like gems. They're not really thick gems, but they are silver. So maybe silver behind it. Oh, then I wonder, hold on a second. What if I use this color that matches those? I have strings from something. The silver would look really good against that, unless I do blue. That's not quite the right blue though. But that blue would have to match perfectly. I don't think I have a matchy blue. Yes, that's a matchy blue. That's what I call it. Matchy. I don't know if I'll want the pink or the blue. We will find out in a minute. I gotta get my silver first. Silver. Let's see if I have a piece that is the right size. Probably not. All these pieces are too small. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut a whole one. So I only need one. I only need one. I'm going to cut it this way first at 5 3/8. Oh, looky there. 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. That's my mat size for an A2 size card that measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's just a tad bit smaller on all sides. So I'm still going to have to make it a little smaller. So here's what it would look like. I'll cut that down a little bit. So we could do it against this pink card base or against the blue. I'm thinking I like the blue because it matches more of the card. The pink only matches one pair of shoes. So I'm going to put this down on here and then trim. That's probably a nice size border. And let me try to just eyeball the rest of it. There. It's pretty close. So we'll do that. Yep. This little sliver is, of course, going to Ange, you know, because nobody can do anything with that. Do I want to put something down the middle of this? I don't know. I think that's kind of cool down the middle of it. That little sliver of that. Yeah, let's do that. Or do I have a tiny sliver? No, I think my other stuff's too thick. I was going to say I have some of this stuff, but that's going to be too thick. What if I have a bright green? That's the same thing. I don't think I have a bright green. This color would be good. But I would have to cut this in half. No, let's just do that. Let's do this piece. Okay, let's do that. Put a little glue on it and then stick this here. And trim that little piece off. Yes, kind of like Warhol. The problem is up and down. I guess this thin piece would fit. I was thinking that, but there's not as much room between them. But that will work. All right, let's do that. Using my scraps. Okay. And I'll put a little something in the center. A little something there, a piece of bling or something. I don't know what. Again, winging it. That certainly is easier than cutting 4 squares out and trying to line them up. If you've ever done that on a card where you had to line up 4 squares, it's much harder. At least for me. Okay, so we need something to go there. Let me see if I have anything in my flowers. Oh, what about a piece of this? Yeah, whoops, it stuck to my finger. That is probably good. It kind of matches the purple and the pink. That is pretty good. I might want to put a soft flower around the outside. Let me get my pink flowers again. What if I did like this? Or what was I looking for? This one. That. No, I like this. That. Okay, let's do that. You're glad to be getting into paper card. I do. I like paper cards. A laminator company reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to collaborate, and I said yes, but I never heard back from them. Someday I may have one. I have one somewhere. Well, it's actually Todd's laminator, but I would steal it, you know. All right. Yeah, I was thinking of trying foil or something like that. There's a lot of neat things you could do. Bookmarks, tags, foiling. Just anything you want to look glossy on your card. Christmas ornaments. Things like that you could do. Right, covers of bookmarks. Appropriation, not steal. Yes, I'll borrow his. He bought it when we used to volunteer for GOBA, so we could make ham radio cards, frequency cards to pass out to everybody. And he doesn't use it anymore. So, you know. A mink. Yeah, those are nice. All right. Traveler's notebooks. Yeah, mini photo albums you could make as a gift. And, you know, do the cover. There's all sorts of little things you can do with a laminator. It works out. And the foil, yeah, if you have a printer, what do I want to say? A laser printer and a laminator, you could do a lot of the neat foiling things. That's true. I don't, right. I mean, it's up to you. If you like the different fads and the different things, that is perfectly fine. So now we do need 4 nouns. I think that's what we're on, right? Or adjectives. I can't remember, Ange. What are we on? What words? Adjectives, I think. 4 adjectives for the Mad Lib. Four adjectives. Yes, thank you. I forgot where I was. Okay, did I take out another card to do? No, I did not. Let's see what we have next. Oh, I said there was a fish. There's a fish in here. There is a fish. Here's a fish. Happy birthday to someone very special. How nice. Making travelers you bought for years from a lady Paper Travelers. She laminated but realized you could. Yes, you could. You could. Yep. Absolutely. And I hope this company sends me a laminator. I should reach out to them again. I have 2 companies in the works that I have reached out to, and I have not heard back. Different things. All right, I think I will go with this. Let me see. Fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. I have these 2 things left. I think this would look good on it somewhere. That's a good color. Okay. The seahorse and this. So this card is already a brand new card. There is no need for me to, you know, cut it apart. That's what I'm trying to say. I wonder if I could cut some of this apart as water. Let's see, I have some scraps here. I can cut some of this. This would be better, but I think a strip of this as well. Or I could even just use a piece of that. But I have this. What else do I have over here? I have a couple little tiny pieces of that. That's too small. Are these wide enough? They are. Okay. Let me get my crazy scissors. All right. Crazy wavy scissors. That's scalloped. I'm looking for a bigger wave. That's sort of wavy. That's good. No. 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 That's kind of wavy. Okay. So I have 2 sort of wavy-ish scissors, and then I can always use one and just randomly cut. So I'm going to do this one. Okay, I got it, Ange. I'm just going to kind of cut this down the middle here. So if you have any of these old scissors left over from years ago, don't throw them away. All right, we have Shrunken, Crusty, Monstrous, and Lavender. Now we need 4 nouns. Shrunken. Thank you for the thumbs up. Crusty. Yes, all singular. Monstrous. And Lavender. Okay. 4 nouns. So this piece could have something like that across it. That'll work. And then, or would this go behind it? Yes. That would be better. Behind it. Like that. So let's put this down here. We're making waves across the bottom. And then a little bit of this glue on the back of this. Sound effects. And then I'm just going to put it, I have no nails on my left hand. I'm going to try, you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to stick this behind this piece. No, it's not working. Octopus hands, I know. Imagine me trying to do this with octopus hands. There. Maybe I should have just torn these papers instead. There we go. Okay. We got that piece there. Then this tiny little piece. Whee! Okay. Now this piece here. And a piece of squibbins, I think, will go over that. What color squibbins? That doesn't match. Although that would be, it's purple. Maybe some white. What about white? Just to kind of cover up that little rough edge. Yeah, that'll be good. Let's do that. And then I'm wondering if I want to do another squibbins somewhere else. Seaweed. Oh, that's a good idea. I have green seaweed squibbins colors. Okay. Let me go with this, trim this side. Okay, so we have some fun waves across the bottom. I have this light green. That could be some seaweed. I could put a piece like that, a couple pieces across there. That would be very good. Kind of like that. You didn't miss the Mad Lib. Nope. We still need some nouns. Okay, and I'll put a couple more of these pieces, just random sizes. That's good. Yes, the squibbins are perfect for this. There. And I'll put a little one over here, a little smaller over there. All right. There. Kind of cool. Maybe I won't need that other thing on here. My fingers are all sticky. Boyfriend, baggage, old man. Yeah, there's a story here, Michelle. Are you telling us something, Michelle? Then I do like the seaweed. That is good thinking. Smart. You guys are smart. Very intelligent. What would I do if it was just me crafting? I would not have good results with these cards. Last call for 4 nouns. Yeah, it's going to be big, and there's no room because I was going to put it down here. So instead, it is okay. I am going to put some bling along the water there. Like bubbles in the water. I can't remember who said squibbins. Ange, maybe? The seaweed was Ange's idea. Okay, I thought so. We have some bubbles around in the water with some of this bling. So we have some blinged out air bubbles kind of mixed in with the other bubbles, and that is good. I think that came out kind of cute. Much cuter than the original card anyway. You love this card. Yeah, I like the squibbins. I used scraps from the cards to make a little bit of like layered water down there. And yeah. Oh, reinforcers. Yes. I don't have any, but that would be good water bubbles too. Yeah, reinforcers would be really cute. I think I have some, but I don't know where they are. You can make them with a hole punch. You have a round hole punch that's about 1/4 of an inch. And then the small paper punch out of the center. That works also. So yeah, we have that. That is cute. Very cute. Welcome in, Alex. And let me see. I have time for one more. Last call for nouns. This is kind of cute. Is this... Oh, this has been used. But we could cut it apart. We could even use more squibbins. Or something on it. Because we have this part. Let's do something cute. This says, all of the joys of a birthday are being wished for you today. And it's from Mark and Nancy. I don't know who Mark and Nancy are. But, oh, what if we use this on the front somewhere? That was on the inside. Okay, we're gonna figure something out here. Trim this like that. Let's see if I can cut off Mark and Nancy's name. We have that. This can be used for something else. Okay. Excellent. These cards, I don't know who Mark and Nancy are. These were sent to me in Happy Mail. Somebody, lots of times people will send me their used cards. So this wasn't actually sent to me. This was sent to somebody else and they shared it with me. So I recycle it. A lot of times I do recycle store-bought cards. If someone sends me handmade cards, I don't usually recycle those. Although sometimes people will say on the card, please recycle this. I want to see what you do with it, you know, when they send me a card. So in that case, then I would. That looks pretty good on that red because it matches his clothes. This is a lighter pink. This might be better. This is better. It's a little different shade. There. Perfect. Yeah, a lot of people send me their cards, which is awesome. I'm going to take just a sliver off the top there. Mark is landscape architect and Nancy is, oh God. Oh, here we go. We have Byron. There was a card, this beautiful card. Oh, to my wife, I love you so much, blah, blah, blah. And it was signed Byron. And weren't there several cards signed by Byron? We had a whole storyline going for Byron. So Mark is a landscape architect and Nancy is an underwater basket weaver. And I don't know who they sent it to because they didn't put a name. But I definitely want to use this. Ooh. Maybe this guy should wear this hat. That would be really cute. Okay, he's going to wear the hat. We're going to call him Mark. Let me see. Do I want to use squibbins for that line? I would have to cut it though, just because it goes behind the word all. And it's white on here. Let me get white again. Let me see. It may not work. Cut the white off the hat. Yeah, trim it down closer, you mean? I could, possibly. So I don't think I like the squibbins for this. Yeah, I don't like the squibbins for that. And squibbins are what we call rickrack here. It stands for squiggly ribbon. All right, so I'm going to trim this hat down a little bit. I'm going to leave a little white around the edge. Or not, because I got too close to it. It has to have some on the top because of the way the way it's shaped. There. Balloon stickers. No. I don't think I have balloon stickers. At least not where I can reach them. Not handy. All right, thank you so much for coming in here, Just Getting It Done Tribe. Enjoy your decluttering, and it looks like you have a channel, so everyone please go follow or go subscribe to the Just Getting It Done Tribe. Thank you for being here. I will definitely check out your channel. I need to declutter. My whole place is my whole room here is clutter. It's all about clutter. Okay, excellent. Yeah, everyone please, I'm taking this thing off the back of the hat. Everyone please go give them a follow. No polished turd. What do you no. Oh, for the thing. I was gonna say. What? All right, let me grab these pieces. Oh, there's still time, Christy. Hold on to your polished turd. Thank you for being here, though, and everyone, please do go subscribe to our friend Just Getting It Done Tribe, and help them out a bit over there for sure. Let's see. Where am I at here? Warm fire. Makeshift camp toilet. I don't even know what a makeshift camp toilet is. Camp toilet. Fish head. Fish head and old man. Now we need two or one. Whoop, wait. Just one. Part of the body. That's the last word. Part of the body. Oh gosh. I just had to read what the makeshift camp toilet was doing in the story. Oh, tenfold right back to you, Just Getting It Done. Thank you for stopping by. And if you'd like to check out my Facebook group, if Ange hasn't already, maybe she can post the link. I also have a Discord, and we can keep in touch that way. Just one body part. Singular, one body part. And we can keep in touch that way. That would be great. For sure. I think it's just exclamation point Facebook or exclamation point FB. And then exclamation point Discord. I have my Facebook group right there. You're welcome to come join. And then also I have a Discord, and you can stay in touch there. And thank you for being here. And I wish your channel lots of luck. And I love to help support other creators. So, yeah, definitely. Keep in touch, and I will see you around. I will check out your channel for sure. There is this. No, that's still not going to work. All right. All right, so the hat I think came out really cute. The hat is like perfect. I don't have balloon stickers. There are these 2 candles, but they're humongous. They would like overpower the cakes and stuff down here. But what could I do? I could stickle that. Maybe. So what do we have down here? We have a carrot. We have a cake. Maybe, oh, I don't know. Oh, I know. Maybe just a line of bling across here. That would work. Let's do some bright pink bling. Your mission is to help us get things done for the glory of God, as we're, if it's washing dishes or running a business, you name it. Right. Excellent. I am in a, actually I should be in a decluttering of my craft room. I want to reorganize and declutter here for sure, but yeah, time is not my friend. I also stream on Twitch 3 days a week. I stream on Twitch on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thursday nights, it's a secret music stream, 8 o'clock Eastern. And then Sunday afternoons at 2 o'clock Eastern on Twitch, which is another streaming platform. And is there a thing for that? It is CraftyRia on Twitch. Twitch.com/CraftyRia. Wink of Stella for the balloon. Good idea, Elka. Welcome in, Elka. All the way from halfway around the world. Thank you, Ange. I appreciate you. She's got it. She's got it. Ange is good. I'm looking for a brighter pink. Dark. This is the pink. That is the color I was looking for. It should be up above. Do ! Discord. There you go. You can click on that and get to the Discord. Thank you, Angela. Yep. Let me... There. I don't think I like it there. I don't think I like this color. That's what it is. How are you doing, Elka? Yes, Ange. Yes, yes. Oh, it says invite expired. I see, I see. Oh, man. All right. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go here. CraftyRia invite. Edit invite link. No expiration. Never. Copy. Here we go. It's coming. Paste. That is a good Discord link that should not expire. Ange, can you send me, or somebody send me a message and tell me to update my Discord link for YouTube? I'll know what it means, but I'll forget later. All you have to do is say update Discord link, and I'll remember what it means. Thank you. I have a streamer brain, so then, and when I'm done streaming, I'll be like, what did I say I needed to do? Large bling for balloons, draw in string. I could. I have, all right, hang on. This, bing, 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 bing. Like these bling, these pieces of bling. I could put another string there. That's a good idea. Put one here. One like that. Or, no, how about one over here? And draw in the bow. I see. I could put another one here, so there's 2 balloons on this side and then 1 balloon on this side. Is that too much? Yeah. Maybe both on this side. Okay. Let me get a pen other than purple. I have this pen. So I'm going to draw a little bow. There we go. And I'm going to draw a bow there, kind of. Not very good bow there. There. So we have 3 balloons. Well, there's a balloon there. So 1, 2, 3. But I'll put stickles on that balloon to make it look glittery. No, just 3. 1, 2, 3. But I'll put, I have pink stickles to put there on that balloon. And that way all 3 will kind of match. Oh, 3 the same size. There's not a whole lot of room. Unless I put a 3rd one over top of this balloon. Kind of like that. We'll do that instead of stickles. No. No? All right. 2. All right, we'll leave it like that. I'll put some stickles on that though. I'll put some clear stickles on that. There, so then we do have 3. We have 3 balloons. There. Oh. Okay. But we do have 3 balloons now. 2 of the red or the pink, and then 1 in stickles there. The thing with YouTube or any streaming platform, there's like a 30-second delay. So I don't see your message until like I'm already on to the next thing. You know. So sometimes it's hard for me to tell what you're saying no to. I think it's cute though. I think it is cute just the way it is. Last call for parts of the body. And then we will read the Mad Lib. Okay. I think it's cute. I love the hat. The hat is my favorite part of this. And what was cool is that the hat was on the inside of the other card. That was so cool. This, oh yes, this will fit right on that piece there. Knobby knee. Okay. Knobby knee. Let me put this together here, and then I will read the Mad Lib. Okay, then let's put a little bit of this on the back. There. So it says, all of the joys of a birthday are being wished for you today. So I like that there's like these pink balloons up there and then the pink there. It kind of ties it all together. Love that the hat was on the inside of the card. So awesome. Now, let me clean off my desk here. I don't want to put my hands in those stickles or in those stickles. I have this little scrap. Angela's going to get this thing of scraps. All of these, oh wait, that's not a scrap. That's a piece of foam tape. It's not very exciting. So here's some pieces. I hope you like your stuff here, Ange. Okay. Even this little tiny thing and this little sliver. Okay. Okay. I know. And these I think I could cut out for another card. These stickers. They are worthy to keep. This little piece of foam tape, it's sticky on one side but not the other side. But I'm just going to stick it down on here and use it. She's going to kill, I know she's going to kill me. Oh, and this happy birthday could be used. I know. And now you have to. You have to make a card with the scraps. She's always picking on me. Don't throw that away. Don't you dare. No, I'm not throwing it away. I'm just sending it to Ange. You have to be careful what you wish for. All right, so we have those two cards. This is the first card I made today. This crazy one. And then, of course, this one. Great idea with the seaweed. Love it. Great seaweed idea. This one here, great idea with the cross in the middle. Love it. This one here. And then I even used scraps on the inside, Michelle. I always think of you when I do that. And then this mini slimline card that fits in a store-bought envelope. And I used a piece from the front of the card to line the inside. Whenever I do that, I think, oh, Michelle would be so proud of me. I still have all of these pieces that I saved for Ange last week. You love the fish seaweed one. Yes, it is really cool. And then there are these. So there's enough stuff I can send them off. Possibly in the fish card, if you remind me. in your message to me and say, I love the fish card. I will send that to you for all of your volunteering. I appreciate you. Okay. What was it? Knobby knees, right? Is that what we said? Knobby knees, not or knobby kneecaps? I can't remember. Body. Knobby knee. Okay. Yes, tell me, well, you guys, which one was your favorite? Yes, yes to knee or kneecap. Just knee or kneecap? I can't remember. And I think that are all the words. What kind of English is that? What language am I speaking? The fish, then the duck. The duck is cute. Good idea on the googly eyes and the Cheerios. Yeah, the squiggly hair. It's very cute. This card is by Susie Zoo. So very cool. All right, we're gonna go ahead and read the Mad Lib. Today's Mad Lib is Cats versus Dogs Part 2. Now, from the opposing side, here are a few gorgeous reasons why dogs are considered man's best bushy tail. Dogs are frizzy companions. They love to play. You can throw a rubber moldy corncob on a dog, and a dog will painfully chase it and carry it back to you in its knobby knee for at least 48 times. Dogs can keep your painting safe. Their itchy sense of hearing and shrunken sense of smell justify the term watchdog. There are more than 57 breeds of dogs. You can pick a crusty Chihuahua or a monstrous Dane, and each will have its own lavender personality. You can't get a more loyal, warm fire than a dog. Just rub a dog's makeshift camp toilet and you will have a fish head for life. That's my favorite line, okay. And the good news is, a dog's bark is usually worse than its old man. All right, there we go. And let's see. Getting It Done says, I had to come back and laugh when I saw your Twitch puppet. You have the Saint puppet and use him in a kids channel. I am also going to do reading kids books called Susie's Storytime Treehouse. Oh, my Twitch puppet is my pet peacock. I love peacocks. And his name is Sir Preston, and he is on my Twitch show a lot. His called Doodles. Oh, they could be twins. They could be twins. And you teach young children ESL. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right. We're like best friends already, just getting it done. We are like best friends now. Yeah, I got him when I started my Twitch channel because I'm an only hand streamer, and someone told me it would be nice, Sir Preston is his name, to have a puppet that comes out and talks. So he has his own crazy personality, and he sings songs. He's a big part of my Twitch show. I think people come more for Sir Preston than they do for me. So yeah, he's a star over there. He's a rock star. So for sure. And I do a skit where I put googly eyes on my fingers and I talk with my hands. Ange does love that. It's funny. They have their own sounds and their names and, yeah. I won't give too much away. You'll have to catch me over on Twitch. And it's crazy over there. It's a little different world over there than over here. It is crazy. But I will be taking a week off of Twitch. My next stream will be Monday Night Live back here on YouTube. And then next week I will be back on Twitch, my normal hours. But this week I will be off Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So, I know that is so funny. You'll have to post a link, just getting it done, because I want to meet Doodles because I think it's awesome. So yeah, I stream Twitch 3 days a week and YouTube on Mondays. So my time is always this time slot on Mondays. All right. Well, thank you guys. So I know you can't post a link here, but post it in the Discord or send me a private message either on Discord or on Facebook. I'd love to see Doodles. All right, you guys. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you. Put mod love in the chat for Ange and for Christine. You guys are awesome. CraftyRia, same everywhere. CraftyRia on Discord and all over the place. So thank you guys for being here. Put heart emotes or mod love in the chat. Thank you, Ange. Thank you for volunteering. Thank you, Christine and Ange, my awesome moderators here on YouTube. Christy is one of my moderators over on Twitch as well, and so is Ange. I appreciate you guys very much. And let's see. Thank you guys. I was going to say, who are we going to raid? But we don't raid on you. There's no YouTube raids, unfortunately. But you guys, I will see you again next week. I'll check it out. Just getting it done. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful week. And until the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. I will, Michelle. Thank you. Bye-bye.